This is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles, physically assaulted by Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. Had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
And I know people gonna think that, you know, yo, this is all what Gene wanted to see. But now, listen here, man. The devil got a purpose, God got a plan. Do you understand what I'm saying? The devil got his purpose, but God got a plan. You understand? And it's all in God's plan, man. You understand? To let people see, because a lot of people wasn't believing that this stuff even existed, brother. A lot of people didn't even think that this was, that, you know, Cassie was telling lies, Gene been telling lies, Lil Rob been telling lies, everybody lying on Diddy. But Diddy told the truth.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
You could indict a ham sandwich, but the Southern District of New York has a 98.2 conviction rate. All right, for those who don't know, if you got 100 people, only 1.28 or something like that, 1.8, only 1.8 has won against them. So now, what they doing, they already got the witnesses, they already got the people, because let me just say something. With the sex trafficking thing, it only takes one witness to convince the jury. One witness. And we know who that witness is going to be. Cassie.
I love entertaining people. I love watching people have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the concerts when everybody has a camera up.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's all of them now.
At my concerts, you dance all night. You can't even get to your phone. You so much in the...
There's so much love going on, right? You have it all figured out. You really do. You got a key to the city. You're licking toads.
Yeah.
I mean, and apparently you survived it. Did you have to use the ambulance, or was just there in case?
No, I didn't have to use the ambulance.
You didn't have to use the ambulance.
No, I didn't have to use
Any else?
By being incredibly healthy and her death being, well, shady. Rumors about the alleged affair between Jay Z and Kathy sparked after she was spotted at a Las Vegas nightclub partying with Jay Z and Diddy. It didn't take long for people to start connecting the dots and figuring out that Kathy was Jay Z's mistress. Kathy had enough of living a double life and decided that it was finally time to tell her story, and that's when she was offed. First responders to the scene felt her death was suspicious, and NYPD officers speculated that, quote, someone might have given Kathy a bad drug.
The boy, I guess, is, serious about his sports. Puffy is said to be a helicopter dad, shows up and, you know what helicopter parenting is. Anyway, a helicopter dad. So apparently the team had practice early in the morning and Justin had missed quite a few practices and then he wasn't performing suitable to whoever's watching over the team. I guess they would call that the coach.
We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say.
As federal agents combed through Diddy's Miami Beach mansion, they encountered a scene devoid of life, with the property appearing eerily uninhabited. Electronics were confiscated and several of Diddy's staff members underwent questioning, only to be released later. Attorney Aaron Dyer, representing Diddy, vehemently condemned the raid as an excessive use of force, emphasizing that Diddy cooperated fully with authorities and was never detained. Dyer's statements hint at a brewing legal battle, portraying Diddy as an innocent victim of baseless accusations. As the media frenzy surrounding the raid subsided, life on Star Island gradually resumed its normal pace, albeit with lingering questions and speculation swirling around the moguls.
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay Z fled the scene.
The point was he knew all the time.
For 20 years, Jay Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly, but his former partner, Dame Dash, won't stay silent.
Aaliyah is key to everything.
Aaliyah and I were very serious. We talked about getting married, so I knew exactly what went on.
She'd be like, no, that's a bad man.
R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like, Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
22-year-old rising star Aaliyah has been killed in a horrific plane crash.
It's a pain that you couldn't understand.
It changed you, turned you into a monster. When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal.
I had so much trust in my brother, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So what you think I felt all these years?
For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
At that time, we did not look hard enough.
Remember Aaliyah's album cover?
Age ain't nothing but a number. Sitting back there like Perv Master.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know, I ain't have nothing to do with that.
They made a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that with me should not be with home, period.
Tell me about the relationship with Jay Z. You and Jay Z formed Rockefeller Records in the 90s. Success. Are you and Jay Z still friends?
Well, but there's been things where he's been in business with people that are against my honor code. So because of that, I kind of have to keep a distance.
As you hear all this other stuff in the news with R. Kelly, how does that make you feel about him?
I was just shocked at how long he got away with it. And how many people turned and looked the other way. How many people were still, involved with him in any kind of way, knowing all those things.
Before R. Kelly, Dame and Jay were inseparable as they built an empire together.
You've been with Jay Z since the beginning, right? So,
for about 10, 15 years.
Jay Z and Dame came from street money to starting a label that nobody wanted to sign Jay Z, so they created their own and turned around and got him famous to where he got a deal. They got a deal at Def Jam.
We all know we're a family at Rockefeller. Jay's my best friend. I'm not ashamed to say it. and we all know this, we close, and that's one of the reasons why we so tight as a family.
Dame always fought for Jay, even when no one else would.
I took it more personal than business because I was fighting for my friends and my brothers as opposed to people I didn't know.
This is the man that came in the corporate offices, and when they was robbing us, he made sure we got what we were supposed to get.
And we built this from nothing. Nothing. So there's nothing that we can't see our way through.
But when Dame met Aaliyah, everything changed.
She was one of those people that if she did something first, everyone followed suit because she was a very forward thinker.
Now, not only do you have your self-titled album coming out, we just heard that you have been confirmed for Matrix 2 and the Matrix 3.
Yeah.
Oh my God, congratulations.
I feel so blessed because everything that I've always wanted is happening to me. And I just feel like I have so many places to go and so many things to enjoy.
But I've never seen anyone that was going to affect the world like she did, despite the fact that she went through a lot of bull. Still very innocent and not jaded.
Aaliyah could see a different side of Dame, but as they got closer, there was one thing in their way.
Our intention at first wasn't even to be in love. We were just really good friends, and we fell for real. It was almost an accident. My friend Natani brought me to this photo shoot in LA, and it was called like the It Girls, and we were talking shaded.
They were in heaven. Nothing from the outside really got in their way. And she was so happy. She was so happy.
It was like the first kind of time that she had found this kind of peace and happiness, and the same thing for me.
I didn't know what being in love was. I didn't even understand what that feeling is. And I was able to really achieve that with her. So now I know what it feels like.
She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what?
Duality. I do believe that Beyonce is into dark magic and black magic as well. Her and Jay Z. And we just gonna leave it at that. All right?
He just. I just want to skip to the end. Yeah, all this shit is up. All you is weird. Go to jail.
In LA, this was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put him out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there.
Mm-hmm.
Me and maybe about 15 others. You know,
right.
Jay Z and Beyonce being, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that just put into perspective of the type of company I was in.
Right. And people know there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's loose women, there's loose men.
Jay Z, over the course of his career, and I have to still say allegedly, has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to know.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put him out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right. And people know that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all.
So guarded within your career.
This is what I did. I said, no, I'm good. Thank you. No, thank you.
Get ready for a whirlwind because the hip-hop world is about to get shaken up like never before. Diddy has just made a jaw-dropping move that could change everything. It looks like he's turned whistleblower, leaking some shocking audio recordings. These tapes could cause a huge stir for Jay Z. They supposedly catch Jay Z trying to quiet his mistress to keep his marriage with Beyonce safe. If you think soap operas are full of drama, just wait and keep your eyes peeled, because this story is being developed. If the rumors hold up, we're in for a scandal that could turn celebrity controversies on their head because we're diving into this explosive revelation. Oh boy, it's getting hot. Diddy is not holding back. He's just released some bombshell evidence that seems to show that Jay Z was trying to keep a lid on things with his mistress, Kathy White. The buzz is that Kathy got pregnant and was ready to expose everything right when Beyonce was also expecting. Imagine the drama if she had gone public with her story, so Jay Z allegedly made moves to cut ties and avoid a huge scandal. Now, Diddy says he has proof of all this if he's right. Jay Z could be facing serious trouble. Jay was very cautious, like having Kathy bring friends along when they hung out to avoid suspicion. They were even in Vegas once, and he had her bring friends to their table at the Bellagio Casino, and check this out. Kathy was living the high life thanks to Jay. Her friend, Claudia Jordan, was even a bit jealous of all the designer bags and shoes Kathy got, plus all the expensive gifts she gave to her friends. Clearly, Jay was making sure Kathy was well taken care of, rolling in style. Oh man, but things took a sketchy turn when he started seeing her as a risk. Here's something else. Back in 202, a blind item on Crazy Days and Nights revealed some major gossip. It talked about an A-list host who is also a model and actress who never spoke about her friend's mysterious death over time, she became more convinced that this super famous rapper, who always seemed to want her friend gone, might have actually been involved in her death. Turns out the host was none other than Claudia Jordan, a friend of Kathy and the rapper Jay Z. You know how it is, what's done in the dark will always come to light. People started putting the pieces together, realizing Kathy was Jay's secret girlfriend, and just when rumors started circulating about 2 weeks before Kathy's own mysterious death, a major tabloid digging into Jay Z's involvement supposedly reached out to her for her story. Talk about drama heating up. It's only a matter of time before Spirit Cookie Jay Z gets exposed like Diddy. There's a reason. Kanye said Jay's got murderers. I believe he's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Kathy White one day. The false idols will continue to fall. Mark my words, but this isn't the only shady thing Jay Z has done over the years as a rap mogul. This guy has a lot of skeletons in his closet. He's just been really good at hiding them all. Right, let's dive into some of the shady maneuvers Jay Z has been rumored to be involved in now. Jay Z is a legend in the rap game, but his rise to the top hasn't been without drama and backdoor dealings, from accusations of sabotaging careers to whispers about his deep involvement in personal scandals. Pop has been at the center of some eyebrow-raising stories, and one of the most talked about dramas is his complicated relationships with Dame Dash and Aaliyah. This triangle of music power and personal betrayal paints the picture of an artist who's not just about the beats and rhymes. Let's break down what went down and how Jay Z played a pivotal role in this high-stakes musical chess game. Oh boy, Dame said he wanted no part of that project, and he told them to donate any money he might earn to the Aaliyah Foundation. Dame also shared that both he and Jay Z had feelings for Aaliyah, which eventually drove a wedge between them. They co-founded Rockefeller Records,